you have a good day? Yeah. Are you ready for tomorrow? Are you ready for tomorrow? Yeah? Okay. Cool. So we're going to start off the last panel of the day. And to start it off, I have a question for you guys. I wanted to know, what do you think about the LGBTQ representation in TVs and movies now, today? What's your opinion on that? If we have a mic, then.
This one is also. I got one. Well, we were talking about this earlier, and it's certainly improved so much from the time that we started Carmilla. I know when Carmilla first came out, there was really almost nothing, or at least nothing that ended in a happy ending or had positive representation. But I certainly think that we still have so much work to do to continue to improve it. Like Kaitlyn said earlier, I think that we need to see more people of color and those stories. I'd love to see more interracial relationships, and I don't even necessarily mean with just white people interracial relationships. I think that we need more positive trans and non-binary representation. So the work still needs to be done, but I also think that it's getting much better, and it's largely thanks to people like you who are fans and make your voice heard. And because of your enthusiasm, I think producers and production companies are starting to recognize that it's important and that people will watch and will be loyal fans for life. So thank you so much, because without you guys, we wouldn't have been able to continue the work that we're doing. I mean, it's largely because of fans that we're even able to get a second season of Carmilla, so let alone a third in a feature film and then other projects. So thank you so much. I was going to drop the mic, and then I was like, I wouldn't do that. Not rebellious. Something we also don't see is behind the scenes as well. I think we also, we're making so many strides on screen because that's what's visible to people who aren't in the film industry. But having more representation and diversity behind the camera as well, I think is a really important thing. I have been noticing it on productions in Toronto where we're slowly making progress in that area too. But it's one of those things that unless you're in the film industry, you don't see what goes into making something necessarily. And so that is an area that also needs some improvement on. But yeah, it's one of those things where I think to see how far we've come and then how much further we still have to go as well. Yeah, I think it's really well said. Just to add to that it's important to have people's stories told by the right people as well, like even in the writers' room, it's important to have more diversity there as well, and in positions of power as well.
Do you guys want to add anything? No? Okay, cool. So, en fait, la question c'était de savoir qu'est-ce qu'ils pensaient de la représentation LGBTQ dans les séries et les films aujourd'hui. Et Natasha a un peu donné une réponse collective pour dire qu'elle pense que ça s'est nettement amélioré, en tout cas depuis que la série Carmilla a commencé, mais qu'il y avait encore pas mal de boulot à faire. On pouvait encore pas mal avancer sur d'autres sujets, par exemple les relations interraciales, sur le rôle des couleurs, sur plein de sujets on peut encore pas mal avancer, mais on avance tout doucement et on voit de plus en plus ces personnes à l'écran, ce qui est nettement mieux. Et c'est surtout en fait grâce à vous, grâce aux fans, que ça permet d'avancer, et en particulier Carmilla qui a eu une saison 2 grâce aux fans, et une saison 3 et un film. Donc c'est grâce aux fans que ça permet de s'améliorer et d'avancer et d'aller toujours plus loin. Et Elise a voulu rajouter que elle aimerait voir beaucoup de progrès, notamment dans son industrie, derrière la caméra. Elle voit que ça avance pas trop à ce niveau-là, et ce serait bien que, au contraire, ça avance plus. On avance lentement, mais il faut voir en fait le chemin parcouru et le chemin qui reste encore à parcourir pour arriver à tous s'améliorer sur cette question. Voilà. Est-ce qu'on a une question quelque part? Oui.
My question is for Elise and Natasha. Laura said several times during the series that she wanted to travel to Paris. It was kind of her thing to go to Paris with Carmela. So, they are both in Paris right now. What are your feelings about that? Are you happy for them?
Are Laura and Carmilla they might be, you know, they might be. Not in this dress. I do kind of want to, there are still things in Paris that they have mentioned that I would also like to do. Just to be clear, we're different people. But, no, there are some things that I'd like to do that were on their list.
I'd really rather be on a beach in the south of France. But yeah, I guess Carm's having a good time. Is that her voice? I don't know, I forgot it.
Got it, where is she? Where are you, Carmilla? Just yelled into the mic. Natasha and Elise are having a nice time in Paris. As for if and when Carmilla and Laura will ever be there, we'll never know, but it'll be really nice. It'll be filmed on a green screen. Dream high. High dreams. I don't know if that answers your question. Have fun translating that. Please translate with Carmilla's voice as well.
Only you can do it. En fait, du coup, la question c'était dans Carmilla. Laura parle souvent du fait d'aller à Paris avec Carmilla, du coup qu'elle aimerait bien y aller. Du coup, c'est la question c'est un peu qu'est-ce qu'elles en pensent maintenant que Natasha et Elise sont là. Elise pense qu'il y a quelques trucs qu'elle mentionne dans la série qu'elle aimerait bien faire, mais que ce sont quand même des personnes différentes, des personnages, donc pas tout à fait pareil. Et ce sur quoi Natasha a enchaîné qu'elle préfère être sur une plage, dans le sud de la France, forcément, parce que c'est plutôt cool. Mais que Natasha et Elise passent un très bon moment ici à Paris, et que Laura et Carmilla, on ne sait jamais ce qui pourrait se passer. Est-ce qu'on a une question quelque part?
Favorite city besides Paris? That was my question.
Did you get
For
so what was like the best city you went to for? You can say Paris, that's fine.
Paris is pretty up there, so I'm gonna say probably Paris. I spent about 6 months in New Orleans, Louisiana, and that place is pretty cool too. It's also kind of French, so in line with her.
I mean, as much as I do love Toronto, it can kind of wear on you being in that city for a long time. So pretty much any time that I'm employed to get out of that city, I do enjoy. This past summer, I wasn't going anywhere particularly exotic, but I went out east, which is where I'm from, and I got to spend some time by the sea and just working in a different community, and so that was really nice.
The only other city I've acted in other than Toronto was Chicago, and I loved that so much. Yeah, it was really cool. I really felt at home there. Or, you know, like Sudbury, Ontario. I think I've shot there. Very exotic. Yeah, it was a good. Gabby. She gets the joke. The one Torontonian. I don't really get to travel a lot, but Paris is beautiful, so love it here. I mean, okay. Okay, I traveled for my other job, so yeah, constantly for 1 year. I was working on a tour with some kids on a TV show, so I got to go to Australia for 15 days, which was really fun. So yeah, I guess that counts, sure. Yeah.
You don't have a favorite place.
Well, Kaitlyn and I we were both in Australia at the same time for different things, and then it ended up on the same 22-hour flight home. It was funny. It was a good time. Was it? 22 hours. Loved it.
La question c'était du coup, c'était comme ils voyagent pas mal avec leur boulot, quel était le meilleur l'endroit où ils avaient préféré travailler. Elliot c'est Paris et la Nouvelle-Orléans qui est des côtés assez français. Annie elle trouve que Toronto, au final on s'en lasse un petit peu, donc dès qu'elle a l'occasion de pouvoir s'éloigner un petit peu de Toronto, et ben, forcément elle aime bien. Natasha elle a tourné à Chicago et ça lui a vachement plu. Kaitlyn n'a pas forcément trop l'occasion de voyager avec son travail, mais avec son autre travail, elle était partie en tournée avec, sur une série pour les enfants en Australie où elle est restée pendant 15 jours et, coïncidence, Elise était aussi présente et elles ont partagé le même vol de retour. Voilà. On a une question. Oui.
Hi everyone. The question is for all of you. I was wondering if you have ever been confronted to LGBTQ discrimination in your work or in your career, and if yes, how did you manage and how did you confront it?
The question was, did you ever encounter LGBTQ discrimination in your career, and if so, how did you get over it? What was your reaction? What happened then? Or okay.
I mean, I'm a cisgender white lady, so I don't really have much to complain about, and I'm gonna just acknowledge that privilege there. I mean, not in work, but I've certainly experienced homophobia, holding partner scenes down the street and things like that, but largely I don't face it, and I'm very lucky for that, and I think the question's a little triggering for some folks, so we might move on to another one, if that's okay, in this space. Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Juste, en fait, il y a juste Natasha qui a tout à répondre que, en fait, elle ne rencontre pas forcément trop ce genre de problème dans sa carrière. Est-ce que... Jeanne, on a une question par là.
Hi. So my question is more of a little, I don't know, not exercise, but it's called a dream mode. So imagine that you are dreaming. It's more of a dream. So you are dreaming, but you're yourself. And I want you to tell us about if you will be kind of the perfect date, the perfect partner, or a fantasy that you had recently. Like you are yourself, but no, you're not actresses, you're not actors, you're not famous, not anything, and you just meet someone. And I want you to tell us about it.
Just to go on one. Be nice.
We'll stay on that.
They're very good questions, but they make us think that we all have to take pause for a moment. We're like, So my dream date happened like 3 months ago with my girlfriend. So it's a really silly dream date. date, but we basically ordered her favorite food and then took our laundry hamper and set it on its side and set up a fancy dinner on it and ate dinner on the bed. And then we watched our favorite TV show. And it was like a really nice night. So that was my dream date. Yeah.
Probably just I appreciate any date with my girlfriend. That's it's just always a good time. She's lovely. You know?
I mean, I'm not really getting too fancy here. I don't know how much I'm singing into the fantasy, but I really enjoy cooking for people and loved ones. So that's always just, I take great joy in that, genuinely, and I love doing that for dates.
Well, it's a friend date, but the first time I hung out, no, not the first time, never mind. Andy and I had a great friend date though when we first became friends. We went to this children's amusement park in Toronto on an island, and we had a very nice picnic and blew bubbles, and Annie giggled like a child. And that's sort of where we came up with our characters, Claire and Ruby. They started to manifest from that hangout. But we went in this children's haunted house, and it's meant for children. There was a little cart, and we both sat in it, and then we couldn't get out because our hips got stuck. That was like one of my fondest days, though. That was a very nice day.
Natasha also made me go on a ride that's like probably 60 years plus old, like an antique ride that scrambles you around. And this thing, there were only 2 people in this thing, and it was terrifying. And I think the gentleman running it, because we were the only people in the park, was like, I'm gonna give them a real treat and just let them sit on this thing that like scrambles you, like spins you for like 20 minutes. I was violently ill after.
We ate so much cheese beforehand. But it was a nice day. I like a good platonic friend date, you know? Yeah.
Donc, et ils ont parlé de leur rencard idéal, plus ou moins. Pour Elise, ce serait en fait juste d'avoir un rencard. Pour Kaitlyn, c'est arrivé il y a 3 mois. Avec sa copine, en fait, ils ont juste commandé à manger et ils sont bien installés sur le lit, ils ont regardé la télé et tout. Pour elle, c'était parfait. Elliot, lui, c'est n'importe quel rencard, donc avec la personne avec qui il est, parce que, en fait, n'importe quand, c'est l'idéal. Annie, elle aime cuisiner pour les gens qui lui sont chers, donc en fait, ce serait assez lié à ça. Et Natasha, elle a parlé d'un rencard amical qu'elle a eu avec Annie quand ils se sont rencontrés au début. Et c'est dans un parc d'attractions pour les enfants. Et ils ont fait un pique-nique, ils ont allé dans une maison hantée pour les enfants, parce que c'était marrant, mais elles se sont retrouvées coincées, parce que c'était pour les enfants, donc forcément c'était pas à la bonne taille. Et Annie a ajouté que Natasha l'a aussi fait aller dans un manège qui devait avoir au moins 60 ans et elles étaient les seules. Et donc c'était très bizarre, mais c'était aussi un super moment qu'elles ont passé ensemble. Et souvent, les rencarts amicaux, entre guillemets, c'est super agréable. Voilà, donc that was our last question for today. I would like you first of all to give a warm applause for Elliot, who will be leading us tonight. Thank you very much for being here, Elliot. And for everybody else, we will see you tomorrow, so thank you guys.